In the latest edition of Vogue, Jimin once again proves why he remains one of the most captivating figures in the world of entertainment. Fans already know him as someone who combines unmatched stage presence with a gentle personality, but his recent feature took that admiration to an entirely different level. When the preview images were released, the internet flooded with excitement, but nothing could have prepared the fans for the emotional reveal that Jimin chose to share, something he called one of his most precious personal assets. The moment this detail was published, social media exploded with reactions, interpretations, and heartfelt messages from fans who felt more connected to him than ever before. Even before this Vogue interview, Jimin had been admired for the sincerity he shows behind the glamour. Throughout the years, he has built a reputation for being thoughtful, soft-spoken, and deeply reflective. That is why many fans say his charm goes far beyond his visuals or talent. It lies in the quiet honesty he offers in every conversation, every performance, and every interaction. But this time, he offered something even more intimate. When Vogue asked about the most valuable thing he possesses, not in a material sense, but in a personal one, Jimin took a long pause before giving an answer that instantly captured the hearts of millions. What he revealed was not a luxury item, not a career milestone, and not a trophy or collectible that the world could see. Instead, he spoke about something deeply personal, something that has accompanied him through every step of his journey, from the uncertain days of his trainee years to the overwhelming global successes he would later experience. He described it as a reminder of who he is, where he came from, and what continues to keep him grounded despite living a life that constantly moves under bright lights and intense attention. Fans who read the interview quickly realized that this asset was more emotional than physical, more symbolic than literal. It was the kind of revelation that only an artist who truly understands himself could articulate with such quiet sincerity. Within minutes of Vogue posting the digital excerpt, online communities erupted into discussion. Fans began sharing their interpretations of Jimin's words, expressing how meaningful it was to hear him talk with such vulnerability. Many described the moment as a gift, something that reminded them of why they admired him in the first place. Some fans commented that even though Jimin often shares his thoughts with warmth and gratitude, this interview felt different, more reflective, more grounded, and more intimate. There was something in the way he expressed himself that made people pause and think, not just about him, but about their own lives as well. This emotional tone of the interview resonated with readers around the world. People appreciated how Jimin, despite his level of fame, continues to show humility and introspection. Rather than presenting himself as someone who is everything, he chose to highlight the things that truly matter to him on a human level. It was a reminder that no matter how far someone goes, there are always memories, values, and emotional anchors that remain priceless. Many fans felt inspired, saying his words encouraged them to reflect on their own most treasured aspects in life, whether memories, relationships, or personal values that keep them strong during difficult times. What stood out even more was the way Jimin explained the emotional weight behind his treasured asset. He didn't describe it in a dramatic or extravagant way. Instead, he spoke with the gentle clarity that fans have always loved about him. He explained that this part of his life reminded him of the people who supported him, the challenges he overcame, and the dreams he once held quietly before they became known by millions. As he spoke, fans could sense the sincerity in each sentence. It was the tone of someone who deeply appreciates his journey, not just the success but also the hardships that shaped him into who he is today. Fans on social media began sharing clips, edits, and threads discussing the significance of Jimin's words. Many called the Vogue feature one of his most honest interviews yet. Others said that even though the photo shoot was stunning, as Vogue photo shoots with Jimin always are, the interview was the true highlight. It gave fans something beyond visuals, a glimpse into the emotional landscape of someone they admire so deeply. They felt that the interview showed a side of Jimin that was thoughtful, reflective, and deeply connected to his inner world. One of the reasons this moment became so widely discussed is because Jimin has always been associated with warmth and empathy. His interactions with fans often show genuine gratitude, and he has repeatedly talked about how much their support means to him. So when he opened up about something personally meaningful, fans interpreted it as a gesture of closeness, as if he trusted them enough to share something from the heart. It strengthened the bond between artist and audience, reminding everyone that behind the polished image is a person with memories, feelings, and sentimental attachments. As the discussion continued, fans from different countries began translating parts of the interview to share with others. Some fan communities even wrote long posts analyzing Jimin's emotional journey over the years, from his early days full of uncertainty to his growth into a confident performer who still carries a sense of humility. They pointed out how this reveal aligns with the themes Jimin has often expressed in his music: sincerity, longing, reflection, and gratitude. It was as if the Vogue feature tied together many pieces of his story in a way that felt cohesive and heartfelt. What is remarkable about this moment is that it shows how powerful authenticity can be. In an entertainment world often driven by perfection, Jimin stands out for sharing pieces of himself that are genuine and relatable. His words remind fans that true wealth does not lie in fame or possessions, but in the emotional threads that hold a person together. That message resonated deeply, especially with fans who look up to him not only as a performer, but also as a source of encouragement in their own personal struggles. They often say that listening to Jimin speak feels like receiving a message of comfort, and this Vogue interview was no exception. The fact that Jimin chose to reveal something personal in such a high-profile publication also shows his growing confidence in expressing his inner world. Over the years, fans have watched him evolve, not just in terms of talent, but also in emotional openness. His journey has shown that strength is not only seen in achievements, but also in the courage to speak honestly about one's feelings. Many fans praise this moment, saying it demonstrated the maturity and depth that have always been part of Jimin's charm. At the same time, the interview became a celebration of growth. Fans who have followed Jimin from the beginning felt proud to witness how far he has come, not just as an artist, but as a person. His ability to stay grounded despite his global fame is something that inspires many people. When he speaks about the things he values most, it becomes clear that his heart remains tied to the simple yet profound things that shaped him long before the world knew his name. What made the article even more impactful was the combination of elegant visuals and emotional storytelling. Vogue captured Jimin with the softness and sophistication that fits his artistic identity, while the interview added layers of meaning behind those images. Together, the photos and words created a complete narrative, one that portrayed him not only as a global icon but also as a person with a rich emotional landscape. Fans described the experience of reading the feature as being similar to watching a beautiful short film, where every detail feels intentional and heartfelt. Online, fans expressed gratitude for how the interview made them feel understood and comforted. Some said that Jimin's reflections helped them see their own valued memories in a new light. Others said they cried while reading the article because they felt connected to Jimin's sincerity. Across platforms, the response was overwhelmingly emotional, showing how deeply his words touched the global community that admires him. As the days passed, the Vogue feature remained a trending topic. Fans continued to create content, share interpretations, and celebrate the emotional moment. Many hoped that Jimin knew just how much impact his words had, not only on his fans but also on people who came across the interview by chance. His message about treasuring emotional assets reminded many of the importance of gratitude, humility, and personal growth. It was a simple message, yet incredibly powerful. In the end, what made this Vogue update unforgettable was not just the elegance of the photos or the prestige of the magazine. It was the emotional honesty Jimin chose to share. By revealing his most treasured personal asset, something rooted in memory, meaning, and the quiet spaces of his heart, he reminded the world why he remains an artist who touches people far beyond the stage. His sincerity, his softness, and his ability to connect with others through simple but profound reflections are the qualities that continue to make fans feel close to him. This Vogue feature will likely be remembered not only as a beautiful editorial moment, but also as a meaningful milestone in the relationship between Jimin and his fans. It offered a glimpse into the emotional core of someone who has given so much through his art, his performances, and his personality. And as fans continue to celebrate the interview, one thing becomes clear: the bond between Jimin and those who admire him is built not just on talent, but on genuine emotion. That, more than anything, is what makes him unforgettable.